Why Steven Universe is my favorite cartoon. The date is November 4th, 2013. A new experimental animated program is debuting on Cartoon Network by the name of Steven Universe. No one really knew exactly what Rebecca Sugar and her Crewniverse had in store for the show, and that includes me. You see, I didn't even know the show existed until 2019, and even then, I didn't watch it all the way through until the following year. But with just a small dabble that I dig into the story, characters, and especially the music, it jumped to my number one favorite show of all time. But why exactly is that? Well, I feel like the best way to explain it is by starting with my favorite element of the show, and in my opinion, it's what sets the cartoon apart from every other like it. And that is, of course, the soundtrack. Other than Phineas and Ferb, no other cartoon can rival Steven Universe's quantity of musical numbers. And other than Tangled the series and Centaur World, no other cartoon can rival Steven Universe's quality of musical numbers. And I do believe that the soundtrack that Steven Universe possesses still tops those three contenders. If we take a little peek over my Instagram, you'll see my ranking of every single Steven Universe song out there. Scrolling over to the best of the best in the S+ tier, you got 4 songs that showcase the masterful soundtrack super well. Stronger Than You lets Estelle take the reins and run with a piece filled with energy and excitement. It's the peak of Season 1 songs and story beats, and the fight scene attached to it is peak television. It's Over, Isn't It? Is a beautiful sad ballad that has some of those beautiful visuals and lyrics that touch on the topics of jealousy, loss, and denial. And then you got Love Like You, which encompasses the show as a whole, with love being the underlying theme of the entire franchise. The song is heard at the end of every single episode and is written and performed by the show's head creator, Rebecca Sugar. And of course you got the bop of a villain song and Other Friends. The song steals the spotlight in the musical movie and secures Spinell as an absolute fan favorite. So yeah, the music is as good as it gets, and I'm a sucker for good music. But only music does not a cartoon make. You also got the visuals to go along with the audio. And in order to be my favorite, you gotta be pretty. If your show looks messy, ugly, or just straight up lazy, it's definitely not for me. But luckily, the Crewniverse put their hearts and souls into the designs of this show. The soft pastels of the beach color palette, along with the slight drawing outside the lines of the gorgeous backgrounds, make the show one of the most visually appealing Cartoon Network has ever had. The show truly is a work of art, but it does have more to it that goes beyond the surface, like with the story. While all the one-off towny episodes are a bit too prevalent for my taste, the story it provides with Homeworld and the Diamonds makes for an intriguing watch. Yet the writing in the story is still technically the weakest link in my eyes, but it does enough, especially since the writing for the characters is super strong. There really isn't a non-likable character in the wide array that we meet, and the show makes sure to focus its efforts on constructing personalities, depth, and relationships within our characters. I think I better explain here at the end just why it is so near and dear to my heart. Steven Universe takes place on the beautiful shores of Delmarva, and it just so happens that I myself grew up there. The eastern shoreline that Steven grew up with is the same one that I did. Watching Steven and his friends adventure through the fantasy world of Beach City, knowing that it really is so like to my own world, makes it so special. It makes the real Delmarva feel that much more magical. And those are all the reasons why Steven Universe is my favorite cartoon.